The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Ready? 8, read. I got you. Right. He's done right.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
A little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun. Proctor. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
A good return there, 17 yards, and the Lions will take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Topper! Go!
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Go. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Alert. Greystone, travel. Alert. Hey, Alpha. 59 Mike. Check, 59. It's just me and you. Mike's 59. Mike's 50. Go.
2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Fair. Go. Check 59.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, PI gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Hey, Foxtrot. 59. Ready?
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Let's see what you got.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Check 49. Check 37. Check 37.
Hey, Sam off. Speed grip.
They give to Johnson going right. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Set, ready? 10-2 saw.
We want this. Shit.
80 weapon.
Shit. Check 9. Check 9.
Shoot.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is indeed good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Hancock. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Looking to throw. Proctor. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back, trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. Showed off the juke, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 6-yard
line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Proctor over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Proctor. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Screen play, Johnson. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Come on,
2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Watch the run.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, high 7. Ready?
He'll drop to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. 1st down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Keep it up, defense.
Hey, Zoo.
Check 59.
Big grip.
Now back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Ready,
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Johnson on the counter. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Bravo. Get it.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now. as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
To throw on second down. Proctor. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Larry Ogunjobi picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Third down. 3rd and 15.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Switch! Hey, Haywood! This is the mic. Danny.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And, that is going to be a safety. Well, obviously, that is declined, and the result is a safety.
And what a momentum play that is, right? You never want to see a safety wiped out. You get the points, and you're going to get the ball back.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. And an alley to run.
Got it.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ready?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Tight dog. General West. Check. You're out. Leo. Hit it.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go, G. 59 Mike.
He'll look to throw. Dumping it off for Johnson. Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Brought him a little extra space. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3. At the
6-6. Pull it high. He's coming. We got double up.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
59 Mike, check, 59.
On play action, they'll throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Hey, Orbit. 2.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the... It's caught at the 10. A big play there for Detroit. And even 40 yards. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
Blue draw Corkers.
59. Here it comes.
Hey, lock it.
Fresno.
Get it.
Johnson running right. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Don't get nervous. Kill. Mike 55. Here we go, DK.
Topper. Now.
On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Set. 10 Lobo. Brickstone, travel.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Here comes the boom.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And this one is right through. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And they start the second half with Johnson. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
At the 31-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Hard. Whip. Squeeze.
Again, it's Johnson. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on 3rd.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Recon, 132 fighter. Put up. Hit it.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
All right. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there.
Cut.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. You're trash. You're trash.
Ready.
Check. 59. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here.
80 weapon.
Check three.
I'll go.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
On the double.
51 to Mike. Hey, let's get there.
Yep. Hey, wahoo!
Mike 51. Mike 51. It's our time, guys.
Five.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Hey, Delta.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. It's coming this way. Here we go.
X3. 218. Chopper.
Sponge. No.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
And brings up second down at the 16-yard line.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Check 13.
On second down, Johnson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Hey, exit.
They'll set up a throw. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that'll push the lead to 11-3. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson, 39 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Lions offense cashes in with 6.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
First down, New York.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Double time. 3 down. Hey, check.
This is Barkley. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Set. 90, Wolf. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
50, Mike, 50.
Looking to throw on second down. Proctor. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 48. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Here we go, set, 50, plant.
In your face.
Hey, Alpha.
Check 59.
Hit it.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Looking to throw. Proctor. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Let's go now. 70, Indy. Protein spill.
Good shot, baby. That's an egg shot.
Ready?
Off play action. Proctor. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
It's second down.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Let him know, let him know.
Back to throw. Proctor. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
The Giants on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. From the gun, Proctor. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Larry Ogunjobi able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Here we go. Hey, check. Mike's
Get it.
50.
On 4th down, Proctor going up top. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch one. Back. Go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Former Buckeye first-rounder Garyon Conley there to knock that away. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
Hey, Sam on.
They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit! As his guys are in for 6. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
And two sides to that coin and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes. Out to the 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Switch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
High 7.
Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. And it is incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
Ready. You're out. Hey, Zoo.
Check tight, check tight. Check tight. Check 26, check 26. 51.
Five.
They go play action here on first down.
Here we go again. Here we go again.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Now Johnson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Ready, break.
51. Get your swarm on. Slam, slam, slam.
Lead grip.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Leo.
Out, 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 out.
Shoot.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
The Lions on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
It's just me and you. Rush in, rush in.
Blue draw Corkers. Bravo.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. I'm scared. 59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check. 59. Mike.
Get it.
They'll set up to throw. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. So out comes the field goal team once more. And his kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Got it.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
That factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
They run the counter. Hancock, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the 41, Jones. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now Jones. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
As this one moves towards its conclusion, another incomplete pass there. Thoughts on the secondary? I mean, seem to be pretty effective in this one.
Yeah, I thought that they've been absolutely outstanding. I mean, their job is to prevent touchdowns, and not a single touchdown is going on the board against them. Of course, they want to make it a total shutout, but hey, if you don't give up touchdowns, you got a heck of a chance to win.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
Ready?
On fourth down, Jones. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions will take over. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Recon, 132 fighter. Smoke. Get it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Intended for Will Fuller. Incomplete. Brings up third down and 4.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
51's a mic, boy. 51. I got you, boy. I got
Now.
They'll drop the throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before